Si Jiggy Manikad po ay awardee naman ngayong taon sa broadcast journalism na ilang years back ay nakuha naman po ng ating kasama sa pamamahayag na si Karen Davila. Nasa unahang nakikita po natin dito sa front seat ang ating mga awardees. At gaya po ng nabanggit ko kanina, awardee po si Apple the App, si Jiggy Manikad. Nasa tabi rin po nila si Ivan Anthony Henares na awardee sa Heritage Conservation. Yung na-interview natin kanina na si Abelardo Apollo David sa Community Occupational Rehabilitation. Awardee din po si Warren Baticado sa Veterinary Medicine, si Emilio Chifi Kaligdong sa Sports, at si Congresswoman Emeline Aglipay sa Public Service. Basahin lang po natin ang ilan sa mga profile nitong mga awardees natin. Si Warren Navarra Baticados po ang awardee sa Veterinary Medicine, ay tinuturing na youngest recognized scientist sa University of the Philippines College of Veterinary Medicine. Siya po ay kasalukuyang associate professor sa UP College of Veterinary Medicine.
Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Benigno S. Aquino III,
kilala din po siya
President
sa
of the
kanyang
Republic of the Philippines.
extensive. Nandito na po si Pangulong Aquino sa Rizal Hall ng Palasyo at ilang sandali na lamang po ay magsisimula na ang ating programa ngayong umaga.
Please remain standing for the Philippine National Anthem to be led by 2010 TOIM awardee for classical music, Ms. Rochelle Heredias, accompanied by the Cultural Center of the Philippines President, Dr. Raul Sunico.
Request JCI member Richard Marinas of JCI Cainta to lead the JCI Creed and Mission.
Fellow JCI members, let's all recite the JCI Creed, prayer, and mission in unity and with conviction. JCI Creed. We believe that faith in God gives meaning and purpose to human life, that the brotherhood of men transcends the sovereignty of nations. Economic justice can best be won by free men through free enterprise, that government should be of laws rather than of men. The treasure lies in human personality, and that service to humanity is the best work of life. JCI Prayer. We reaffirm our conviction that faith in God gives meaning and purpose to human life. May the Lord guide us in all our undertakings. JCI Mission. To provide development opportunities that empower young people to create positive change.
You may now take your seats. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am JCI Senator Josel Antonio Gaston.
And I'm JCI Senator Olivia Uy Dizon, and we are your MCs for today's ceremony. For the past 53 years, the Junior Chamber International Philippines has undertaken the search for outstanding individuals all over the country who, by their exemplary work, passion, and service to the community, inspire others to give their all to a cause that they believe in. To start the ball rolling, may we call on JCI Senator Jose Jonathan Ialdama, the JCI 2012 TOIM National Chairperson, to deliver his opening remarks.
His Excellency, President Benigno Simeon C. Aquino III, TOIM Foundation Vice Chairman Lorenzo Tan, Chairman of the Board of Judges, Justice Arturo Brion, JCI Philippines National President Randolph Ivan Ruste, TOIM awardees, past and present, together with their families, fellow JCI members, dear friends, welcome to the 2012 The Outstanding Young Men Awards ceremonies. For more than half a century, TOIM has recognized more than 400 amazing young individuals who heeded a personal calling to excel and serve others in extraordinary ways. They have carried out their missions with clarity of purpose, fire in their belly, uncommon courage, immense compassion for the poor, deep faith in humanity, and yearning for action. On the surface, these awardees look like you and me, and many are doing that is similar to what some of us are doing. Out for their ability to work relentlessly on their chosen fields and personal missions. And although they may be recognized in their works and communities, public recognition does not figure in their motivations. They follow their vocations, whether the world watches what they do or not. And faced by the challenges that confront their achievements, they continuously create or reinvent their work. They do not care if what they do seems ordinary or even menial. To paraphrase Mother Teresa, our TOIM awardees do ordinary things with extraordinary love. They know that even if what they do is a mere drop in the ocean would be less because of that missing drop. Amidst the speed of our country's transformation and pressing work demands of everyday life, our awardees find themselves building not only schools, but a culture that believes in education as well to a better future, bridging great divides through sport, saving our heritage, and preserving our identity as a nation, serving the country through unbridled truth in broadcast journalism, harnessing public office as the best instrument to empower our countrymen, believing that Earth's great treasures lies in the eyes of the people with disabilities, and serving humanity by persistently searching for the elusive cure. Drawing from the wellspring of inner strength or a spirituality that goes beyond religion, they overcome adversities, cross political barriers, bridge social divides, rise from their failures, and transcends the occasional bouts of weariness of the soul that afflicts those who seek to transform the human condition. Today, we honor 7 individuals who embody greatness of spirit in selfless service to their countrymen. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct privilege to welcome you and invite you to join us as we together celebrate the growing community of the TOIM awardees, whose leadership following the President's lead, truly transforming the Philippines. Good morning.
to deliver the message from JCI Philippines. May we call on the 2012 National President, JCI Senator Randolph Ivan Ruste.
His Excellency Benigno Aquino III, President, Republic of the Philippines, Honorable Lorenzo Tan, Vice Chairman of the Board, the Outstanding Young Men Foundation, Mrs. Judy Araneta Rojas, Chairperson of Jerry Rojas Foundation, Justice Arturo Brion, Chairman of the 2012 TOYM Board of Judges, Honorable members of the judging and screening panels for the year 2012 Search for the Outstanding Young Men, past national presidents, national officers, and members of the Junior Chamber International Philippines, TOYM alumni, and friends, ladies and gentlemen. The stories of our 7 TOYM honorees is one of the many good stories about the Philippines and about being a good Filipino. The great lives and the great deeds that made them eligible to join the ranks of hundreds of young men and women who receive the same recognition for many years now, offering new hopes and inspiration to young Filipinos like us that excellence can be a way of life and that excellence is a conscious and a deliberate choice. Our 7 honorees contribute pride about becoming better Filipinos during these exciting times for the Philippines. Theirs is a story that inspires confidence and impels each of one to be builders and creators of development opportunities to ourselves and our nations. In order to create positive change, we believe that it is when we inspire more young Filipinos to achieve and excel that we keep the country moving forward. We express our deep appreciation to the great work of the committees for underscoring the finest values of excellence and inspiration among our honorees. In behalf of the 7,000-strong member of JCI Philippines, we send our warmest congratulations to the outstanding young men of the year 2012. Thank you very much.
Thank you, National President Ivan Ruste. This year's TOYM honorees have been chosen after several painstaking screening and judging sessions. Our distinguished screening panel and board of judges are all illustrious achievers in government and the private sector convened in the selection process. May we call the Vice Chairman of the TOYM Foundation, Mr. Lorenzo V. Tan, to introduce the members of the screening panel and the board of judges.
Your Excellency President Benigno Simeon Aquino III, Supreme Court Associate Justice Arturo Brion, Mrs. Judy Araneta Rojas, JCI President Mr. Ivan Ruste, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the members of the screening panel and Board of Judges for this year's awards. Let me begin with this year's members of the screening panel. Edsel Maurice Salvania, 2010 TOYM honoree for medicine. Dr. Wendell Rivera, 2006 TOYM honoree for medical science microbiology. Dr. Gabriel Romero, 2002 TOYM honoree for plant breeding and molecular biology. Mr. Gerard Ray Lico, 2004 TOYM honoree for arts and culture. Ms. Samira Gutok Tomawis, 2011 TOYM Honoree for Youth Development. Mr. Bernido Liu, 2011 TOYM Honoree for Business Entrepreneurship. And the chairperson of the screening panel, Ms. Christine Karen L. Davila, 2008 TOYM for Broadcast Journalism. May I now introduce to you this year's Board of Judges. Dr. Agnes Mejia, Dean, UP College of Medicine. Dr. Raul Sunico, President, Cultural Center of the Philippines. Mr. Miguel Belmonte, President, CEO, the Philippine Star. Attorney Angelico Salud, Commissioner, Philippine Basketball Association. Brother Ricardo Laguda, President, De La Salle University. Mr. Aurelio Montinola III, President and CEO, Bank of the Philippine Islands. The chairman of this year's Board of Judges is the Honorable Arturo Brion, Associate Justice, Supreme Court of the Philippines. Good morning.
The past 53 years have gathered a total of only 430 out of over 90 million Filipinos who carry this distinction of being called a TOYM honoree. We are proud to present this year's 7 honorees who will join the elite roster of TOYM winners. We would like to invite the Honorable Associate Justice Arturo Brion, Chairperson of this year's Board of Judges, to present the outstanding individuals who have made their extraordinary mark in their chosen fields of endeavor.
His Excellency Benigno S. Aquino III, President of the Republic of the Philippines, Ms. Judy A. Rojas, Chair of the Jerry Rojas Foundation, Incorporated, Mr. Lorenzo Tan, Vice Chair, TOYM Foundation, JCI Senator Randolph Ivan Raste, National President, JCI Philippines, and JCI Senator Jose Jonathan A. Aldama, National Chairperson, 2012 TOYM Search. Ladies and gentlemen, in behalf of the Board of Judges, I have the honor to present to you the TOYM 2012 awardees. The first is Emeline Aglipay, our awardee for public service. The Honorable Emeline Aglipay is the representative of the Democratic Independent Workers Association party list in the 15th Congress of the Philippines. As a DIWA party list representative, M has focused her efforts on advancing the economic welfare and interests of the Filipino worker, especially those who are not protected by organized labor groups. A lawyer by profession, M has taken on the causes of Filipino workers even prior to her work in Congress. From way back, she has been handling labor cases on a pro bono basis. Awards and recognitions are not new to M. She was one of the 10 outstanding students of the Philippines during her college years at the De La Salle University. For her active involvement in student and community affairs, Em received the DLSU Most Outstanding Student Leader Award and the Brother Gabriel Conan Award for the Most Outstanding Graduating Student. Em has similarly been an exemplar of excellence in her academic endeavors. She graduated magna cum laude from DLSU and was one of the top 20 graduates of the class of 2006 of the University of the Philippines College of Law. Ladies and gentlemen, Emeline Aglipay. Our next awardee is Dr. Warren Baticados, our awardee for veterinary medicine. Dr. Baticados is an associate professor of the University of the Philippines College of Veterinary Medicine. He obtained his PhD in veterinary science at Gifu University, Japan, as a scholar of the Japanese government, and his Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree at the University of the Philippines at Los Baños. He has authored several papers on veterinary parasitology, microbiology, and pathology, many of which have been published in world-renowned scientific journals. He was the recipient of highly competitive and prestigious research grants and awards, including the first regional SEARCA Professorial Chair Award. His researches have provided the academic world and the country with scientific information for the construction of an accurate animal disease map, and have paved the way for development and promulgation of science-based policies on animal disease surveillance and animal quarantine. He is mainly acknowledged for years of pioneering and outstanding work on the molecular detection of top priority protozoan and bacterial organisms that cause economically devastating animal diseases in the Philippines. His continued efforts to expand the knowledge and application of molecular techniques for accurate and sensitive disease diagnosis have led to enhanced animal health and productivity in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Warren Baticados. The next is no stranger to us, Emilio Caligtong, the award for sports. Emilio Chipi Caligtong is acknowledged as the only pure Filipino Ilonggo Askal, playing as a left-winger midfielder for and is vice-captain of the Philippine Askals. Since the last time football enjoyed popularity in the Philippines 6 decades ago, no Filipino player has captured the imagination of the public than our Chiefy. He is often compared to Argentine football legend Diego Maradona. Chiefy started playing football at the age of 7 and was inspired by his brother to take up the sport. An enlisted member of the Philippine Air Force, he has previously played for the Air Force's football club. He is now helping aspiring young players in his hometown of Barotac Nuevo to learn football by conducting regular football clinics and tournaments using his own resources and with the support of partners. Chiefy is very serious in his desire to promote the image of the Philippines through sports and is ecstatic that football is enjoying a monumental upsurge in popularity in our country. Emilio Chippy Caligtong. Our next awardee is Abelardo Apollo David Jr., the awardee for Community Occupational Rehabilitation. Abelardo Apollo David Jr. is recognized as a local authority in the field of occupational therapy, specifically as a leader and visionary in the areas of community-based rehabilitation and in the life skills training of youth with developmental conditions. He could have conveniently chosen to take on a lucrative career abroad. With his vast years of work experience as an occupational therapist and with his thorough education from premier universities, yet he committed to stay and serve in the Philippines where, early on, he began to establish independent living learning centers in Metro Manila, Cebu, and Davao. He established too the rehabilitation and empowerment of adults and children with Handicap Foundation, and through these organizations, youths with special needs from all walks of life receive interventions needed for their development. Countless Filipinos with special needs have directly benefited from these service programs, practices, and protocols which he personally developed. Each of them has received intervention to enable them to attain their optimum level of independence and quality of life. For the effectiveness and innovativeness of his lifelong works, 5 presidential awards and 3 prestigious national awards have been conferred on him. Abelardo Apollo David Jr. Our 5th awardee is Ivan Anthony Henares, our awardee for heritage conservation. Ivan Anthony Henares is a senior lecturer at the Asian Institute of Tourism of the UP Diliman. He is also a tourism consultant of the North Philippine Visitors Bureau and the South Luzon Tourism Marketing Organization. For the past 10 years, Ivan has championed the cause of Filipino heritage, helping bring it into mainstream through multimedia promotion and through his advocacy for the enactment of national and local legislation for heritage preservation. He has vigilantly monitored endangered heritage sites and staunchly called for their protection from alteration, demolition, or destruction. As with many of tonight's awardees, Ivan has received recognition for outstanding efforts in his field. He was named Most Outstanding Kapampangan for Youth Leadership in recognition of his leadership in raising cultural awareness in Pampanga as early as 2001. In 2005, he received the United Nations Association of the Philippines Outstanding Youth Leader Award. The next year, he received the Outstanding Fernandino Award for Preservation of Heritage and Promotion of the Arts. And in 2007, his blog was named Best Travel Blog at the first Philippine Blog Awards. In 2008, he was named a Philippines 21 Fellow by Asia Society, which selects 10 promising young leaders every year to join the Asia 21 Young Leaders Summit. Spot.ph, including him in their list of 10 city heroes you should know for his heritage conservation advocacy. Ivan Anthony Henares. Our next awardee is perhaps the best known of the 7 awardees, Rodrigo Manicad Jr., our awardee for broadcast journalism. He is better known as Jiggy Manicad, and he is a news reporter and anchor at GMA News Network. For the past 17 years, the public's right to know has prompted this 37-year-old broadcast journalist to repeatedly lay his life on the line. He has seen the end of the barrel of a gun and dodged bullets a number of times in pursuit of information his public must know. His contribution to society, however, goes way beyond news reporting. His exposure to various social ills through his work led him to choose to walk the extra mile, pushing for the empowerment of communities and helping needy individuals in every possible way, often at his own expense. His documentary on Puga Island brought to the public's attention the dire plight of the Puga people as he united civic groups for a relief operation on the island. Another milestone involved 2 controversial figures then wanted by the law, Lintang Bidol and Buhardi Hamiri, who chose to surrender in 2008 to the government through Jiggy's intervention. That year, he created a firestorm within the military when he documented the military's incapacity to evacuate wounded soldiers from the battlefield. He was also the first journalist to expose the plight of overseas Filipino workers who doubled as drug couriers, and was the first Filipino journalist to report live from a base camp at Mount Everest. Rodrigo Jiggy Manicad Jr. No less well known is our last awardee, Alan Pineda Jr., awardee for contemporary music. He is better known as Apple the App and is a Filipino-American rapper, record producer, and occasional and a member of the Grammy Award-winning group, the Black Eyed Peas. He was born in Angeles City, Pampanga, to a Filipina mother and an African-American father who left the family shortly after his birth. As a child, he took hour-long jeepney trips to and from school and helped his family subsist by farming sweet potatoes, corn, sugarcane, and rice. At the age of 11, a sponsorship program allowed him to move to Los Angeles with foster parents. It was in high school that he met and befriended his future bandmate, Will I Am. The pair started the group Black Eyed Peas, which has catapulted them to worldwide fame. Today, is on top of the music world, having sold over 65 million albums worldwide. Despite his fame, he stays close to his roots, serving as an inspiration for others with similarly limited background. He has brought his Filipino culture into the Black Eyed Peas music. He explains his life story in a song called The Apple Song in the Peas 2003 album Elephant. The album has also included a full chorus in Tagalog, sampled from the Asin song Balita. The accompanying music video is also a tribute to the Filipino who fought in the Second World War. In 2010, Apple the App started the Apple Foundation. It is committed to giving back to communities and children within the Philippines and throughout Asia. Alan Pineda, Jr.